Hi, this is Nick from Geniusmods. Today we'll be installing a 12 kit into an Xbox controller. So you have your Xbox controller. You want to add a little flair to it. You get a 12 kit from us, Geniusmods.com. Once you receive your package and open it up, you'll see there's a T8 screwdriver and also your 12 kit. Start off, you want to open the bag with the T8 and open your controller. Remove the battery pack, starting with the screw underneath the barcode. Continuing with the top two screws and then the two screws on each side. Next, removing the back of the shell. You want to lift from the bottom from the mic port, removing the back of the shell, lifting up towards the triggers, keeping everything to the side so you don't lose any parts. Also with the motherboard, you want to lift from the mic port the same direction towards the triggers. Removing the thumbsticks is easy, they just pop right off. Remove your contacts, your contact pads. Dump out your ABXY guide back start, saving your guide ring and your back start buttons. Next is trigger removal. You want to squeeze the trigger and pull towards the inside of the board, keeping the springs because they'll be needed. Next, you'll need to find a screwdriver, a Phillips head. This does not come with our kit, so you'll have to find one around your house. Everyone has a Phillips head. And you're going to remove the D-pad through the back. There's two screws. Also there's clips in the D-pad back that could be easily removed with the T8 screwdriver, just pushing down on the clips. Next, you want to take off the bumpers, saving the sync trim piece and your mic trim. Once you have everything off the controller, you want to go ahead and open up your parts kit. It includes a mic trim, your bumpers, triggers, and two thumbsticks, also your ABXY and guide. The mic trim clips nice and easily into the 5 pegs. Should snap in pretty easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, you'll take your bumpers and snap it into the sync trim. There's also 2 pegs on the sync trim that the bumper should snap fairly easily into. Take the bumper and place it on the controller into the 2 pegs. Again, should go in pretty easily. For the D-pad back, there's 2 holes that the D-pad go into. Drop the screws in and screw them in fairly tight. They should be flush with the plastic on the D-pad back. Again, put the guide ring in. The 2 back starts. The 2 back starts go opposite of each other. There's thicker pegs and skinnier pegs, which show the direction of the back start. Same thing with your ABXY. There's pegs on each button showing the direction of the button. These buttons should go in pretty easily. should not be sticking. You should be able to push them up from the front fairly easy. So once you have the ABXY guide and bumpers, you want to move on to the board. Take your triggers and snap them into the two pegs. Drop your spring in and push down. They'll clip into the trigger piece, and like so. Next, you want to take your T8 and lift up the arm on the trigger setup, connecting the trigger to the arms. Using the T8 is the easier way. Your thumbsticks go on pretty easily. You should push them down as much as you can so they're both level. There's a number of pegs that the board snaps into. Make sure you do not forget to put your contact pads in. The D-pad contact has a ring that hooks to a peg on the inside of the shell. And make sure those are flush with the buttons and the D-pad. Snapping your motherboard in. And make sure your rumble packs, the wires are off to the center, out of the way of the pegs inside the board. Screwing your controller back together, start again with the battery screw onto the top two, and then the sides. Make sure you do not screw these in too tight, or your bumpers could feel sticky. And then check your buttons, your bumpers, your triggers. Make sure everything's working properly. For any troubleshooting questions, check out our FAQ page on our website. Also be sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook for daily deals and updates.